Welcome to On a Mission. I'm Emily Mae. I have Veda with me. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing?
I should have tanned, I think. I
You
feel
should
very.
have tanned. Sorry, do I look tan? Do I
I
look
might
tan?
I might have to tan tonight. I have to do like photos tomorrow. I might be tanning tonight.
All right, Veda and I are very caffeinated. We got some extra energy tonight because we have a very special guest because we are getting ready for boiling point in a few weeks.
Yes.
So every week we're gonna have special guests on, and tonight is no exception.
So is it the heat is still crazy in Texas, right?
It is still crazy.
'Cause
It's
it's like
100+ degrees today.
it's hot and like thunderstormy up here in Toronto still, but it's unusually hot for this time of year, but it's not like hundreds of degrees.
It is 100. It was less humid today, at least in my neck of the woods, but it was still pretty warm. So I hope everyone's being safe and everyone that's traveling. I know Veda, you're in Toronto. I just came back from Toronto, and we're all we're all doing our thing, and we're back here again for On a Mission.
Yes.
So if you all don't know, we do have sponsorships open. So we have tons of talent available, and we're very thankful. So here, if you all are interested, we have each wrestler that's available. There's some on that list that might not be available. Tiffany is not available anymore, and a few others. So we're going to get that updated. But if you're interested.
I think Denisse Dae, who we are interviewing today, she
yes,
is still available,
she
right?
is still available. So if you love her and you get to know her tonight and just absolutely adore her and want to support her, then you might want to email us.
Neil, was Emily not the freaking best all through the Forbidden Door media stuff? Like, you're pointing it out, but like, she was doing so much work, hustling everywhere, all these interviews. Amazing. I was amazed.
No, well, thank you, Veda. Thank you, Neil.
So
I know I was getting very sweet messages over the weekend, and I really appreciate it. It was my second year, obviously, at Forbidden Door. I helped produce the documentary. If you all didn't see that last year, so I helped produce that with all the interviews with like William Regal and Chris Jericho. So that was like an incredible honor. And then for me to go back again this year was also just like still mind blown, still on cloud nine. I did survive MJF. I did barely barely. But yeah, I appreciate the love. But but so I'm back here with Mission, trying to get ready for boiling point, and that's I'm excited that I have On the Mission Pro fans to support us. And Veda, you're amazing as well. You also did some shows this weekend. Mm-hmm. You have a very busy week, so you're also out there hustling.
Yeah, I'm super excited though for the interview that we have today.
Yes.
Like I said, we have Denisse Dae on, someone who is not only making her Mission Pro debut, but she's someone that I'm not super familiar with, and that's always exciting for me because I love to learn about new talent.
Exactly.
I really want to hear her story.
Yeah, so I think we should just start it off with bringing her on, and I want to open it to the chat. If you all have questions for her, we're going to learn about who she is, where she came from. She is a Texas native from Laredo, so I'm excited to hear about how she got involved in wrestling and what she loves about it. And we're excited to always bring on new talent, not only on a Mission Pro show, but also learn about them on a Mission. And this is why this is here. And so we appreciate you all joining every week, because we would not do it if you all didn't keep showing up.
For real.
For real. So we are so excited. So please post your questions in the chat, and please share this. This is going live right now on our YouTube channel, on Facebook, on Twitter. And so please share the link so people can join and ask Denise questions.
Can you get me a coffee mug? So I can put this can like soda in a mug so I don't look insane. I'm just like swigging a can.
All right. Well, as Veda gets her mug.
That's my intern / my husband.
Veda's demanding
the best wrestler in the
demanding
world.
of her intern. Very demanding. I don't know if I want to be your intern, Veda. So yes, please post your questions. Mongrovian Mike, I'm happy Jericho didn't hit a bottle of water at you, Emily. That is true. I did have another incident happen to me.
Pour it for me.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I did have another incident happen, which I tweeted about it, but I did have a Coke can explode at me as we were preparing for the media scrum.
See, this is why I need to keep everything out of cans. Dangerous.
It was hilarious. Everyone was laughing because it just ran. I didn't even touch it. Like, I literally walked by it and it how much fire this weekend was. With, exploding cans. But anyway,
yes.
I talked to the new rising star of Texas, the dream catcher Denisse Dae, because this interview is going to be fire. So let's bring on our next guest, Denisse Dae. So On a Mission.
Hi.
That was the longest intro that we've done.
It was a very busy week, right? It was a very busy week. So.
Exactly. It was a very busy week.
I wish we had a couple minutes every single week to just give Emily her props, but we had to touch on it this week because this is a really, really special week. But yes, hello, Denise.
Hello, Denise. Welcome. So all the Mission Pro fans are in the chat, and we're so excited to have you debut for Boiling Point on August 12th. So tell us, we want to just get started. We want to know exactly, like, you're from Laredo, Texas. You're the dream catcher. Tell us a little bit about how you started in the business and what made you want to jumpstart into wrestling.
Well, it started when I was 8 years old, and my mom had a friend that only had boys. So I would go hang out with them and they would watch wrestling. So I sat down to watch wrestling with them, and I just fell in love with it. And I just knew that that's what I wanted to do. So then when I heard here that there was like wrestling here in Laredo, I started going to the shows. And then when I turned 18, I started going to trainings because my mom couldn't take me. So when I got my first car, I told my mom, well, you don't have to worry about taking me. Like, I'll take myself. So I started training at 18, 19. And I started with 5-Star Wrestling Academy, and that's where I'm at right now. And I'm very happy that I pursued the dream of wrestling.
Yay. Well, so my question... Oh, hold on. It's Emily. Emily, you muted.
There you go. Veda.
So the first thing I really wanted to ask is, because you were a fan and you clearly like had this goal of becoming a wrestler for a while, but you had to wait until you get yourself to the wrestling school. Is it what you thought it was going to be? Like, how do you feel about training?
I honestly wish I did start younger. I would admit that. Just again, because my mom couldn't take me, because I have an older sister that is disabled. So my mom didn't want to like be putting her in the car and taking me out. And like, that's what made it seem like, okay, like it's fine. I won't be able to do it for a while. So I would ask my best friend if she could take me to the shows. And like I said, once I got my first car, I told my mom, like, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Like, I can do it. It is different, obviously, like once you see it in TV and then once you do it.
Yeah.
But honestly, I enjoy it. I'm actually very happy with what I'm learning from it. So it's not what I expected. I think it's actually a little bit more better. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy in that sense.
So worth the wait.
Worth the wait, yeah.
I think sounds like it. Sounds like it. But so we've interviewed a lot of wrestlers that when they finally tell their parents, "Hey, I'm going to start training to be a wrestler," or sometimes they even hide it and they don't even tell them until their first match, which is mind blowing to me. But when you told your mom, "I'm going to drive myself," or have my best friend drive me to training, what did and how did your family respond?
So my mom is very old school, very Latina, right? So she obviously doesn't understand that a girl could wrestle or like should be wrestling. That would be for the guys. That's what she told me at first. So it did hurt a little. But then I had my 2 older brothers that were like, "Is that what you want? Is that what you want to do with your life?" And I was like, "Yes." And they're like, "Okay, we'll go for it. And we're not going to stop you. We're going to support you." I think once my mom saw me doing it and actually like, oh, it's not just something that she's just like trying it out. I think when she started seeing me wrestle and seeing how it was making me feel, like I would come happy and be like, look at all these matches. She was like, oh, okay. Like she's happy doing this. So now I'm gonna start supporting her. So now she's become from like, no, you shouldn't really doing that, to I hope you come back and win a title, or come back and tell me you won a fight, you know. So it's nice knowing that I have that
I
support
love
from my mom. Yeah.
I love that. I mean, now she's like, bring back that gold. She's
Yeah,
like, bring
bring
me
back.
back all the some questions from the
Yeah.
chat. Because again, you said that since you were 8 years old, it's been a dream. So
Yes.
at 8 years old, were you watching wrestling? Like, who did you look up to when you saw someone in the ring or on TV?
Okay, so I fell in love. I know everyone's gonna say, "Of course you did," right? But I fell in love with John Cena because of the message. I'd be like, "Never give up," and all that thing. Especially because, like, I didn't have the support, and I was basically like pushing my own self to like keep pursuing the dream. And I love Triple H and The Undertaker and Kane. Like, I would watch videos, and I tried bringing my little nephews to watch wrestling with me, so I wouldn't be just crazy. So those were the people that I grew up watching. And then for the women, it was AJ Lee, because she was the geek, the nerd, because I was the nerd in school and I was the wrestling chick. And just her, like, because she came from nothing and made it into something. And I think it's wonderful seeing people that go through really bad stuff and end up making a beautiful story at the end, because we all need a hero to show like you're not alone. And I think John Cena's message of never giving up and keep going, and come on, he's amazing at promos, so like he knows his stuff. And just having those two role models growing up, it helped a lot to not give up on this, literally never give up on the dream. And that's what led to the dream catcher, because people were like, oh, you're pursuing your dream, you're doing it. Dream catcher.
Yeah, I was going to ask where kind of that dream catcher name and kind of moniker came from. So as we've spoken to a lot of wrestlers that have come through through the system of training and things like that, and they started really just being the only female in their training class, and they kind of had to have that their first matches with men. And so what has been your kind of training like, and is it different a little bit now for you?
Yeah, I agree in that when I first started, I was also one of the girls. So you learn how to be rough and tough real quick. So training was good though, because I take it as a learning experience, because I mean, from what my coach showed me is, when you're out there, you can't expect people to take it light on you. You have to know how this industry works. So I I enjoyed training with guys. I actually it's pretty cool. Uh, Now I kind of wish there was more girls, because when I travel, obviously I get to wrestle other women, and it's good because we get to get feedback from one another, and it's girl power, because you don't get that same feeling when you're like wrestling a guy. You can be like, girl, oh, you're not a girl. But it was nice. It was nice training with the guys. I'm still the only female at my school. So I'm hoping that more women start to join, because I mean it'll be fun to have more women. So that's Mission Pro. It was I see that it was all women, and I was like, coach, that's where I want to get to. I want to be surrounded by this women empowerment, because that Mission Pro opens up those doors for these women, that they show that women can do it too, if not better, and they deserve to have that platform to show what they can do. And I don't know, it's just, I'm rambling, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, and a lot of wrestlers have said that. They've come on and said that, like, they've been watching Mission Pro. They've seen the talent that has gone through these doors. Like Brian in the chat mentioned, there was like Roxy came out of Laredo as well, and now she is just blowing up NXT and WWE.
Yeah.
So again, this was a dream of hers as well since she was a kid.
Yeah.
So it's really incredible to kind of watch everyone's journey. But what I would like to know, like, you've mentioned that you've been watching Mission Pro, and we're like this female-centric, female-forward company giving opportunities for talent around the world. So you've been watching us. So who have you have your eyes on? because you are making your debut on August 12th. But as you've been kind of seeing who's coming through the doors, is there anyone specific?
Oh, there's been a lot of women. I would be even honored to be in the ring with them. I do see that there is Maddie Rinkowski. I've always told Coach that was someone that I would love to work. There's Jasmine. There's Alejandra Lyon. I've worked her before, but I was still pretty fresh. So I would like to show her, like, hey, like, I've progressed. I promise. But I mean, I take it as any person that I get to step in the ring with is another learning experience, and I'm ready for it. Like, I want to learn. So I don't know.
So the Mission Pro fans, number one, are like the most supportive in all of pro wrestling. You're already seeing that with the chat, with the questions that we're getting, but they love new faces. They love debuts. So no matter who you're facing, you're already going to have people behind you. And I think that's a really cool thing. And it's a really unique thing that we have here at Mission Pro, is that everyone is ready to just like find out who's out there and find their new favorite. So that is one thing you don't have to worry about when you come to Mission Pro.
Yeah, everyone in the chat, Front Row says, can't wait to see your debut at Boiling Point. Bring lots of merch, because it is Merch Mania, and everyone there's like lines and lines of merchandise, especially for debuts. Like Black Swan debuted last show, and her merch was so long, her line was so long. She
must have sold out, I would
think. I think she sold out and like had back orders, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I kind of want to talk a little bit more about Mission Pro, because you are making your debut. And I kind of want to know, do you want to know who your opponent
is? Did it freeze?
It froze for a second because we were shocked to find out.
Even
the internet got... I love how that was like... even the internet was shocked.
Like, should we say? I don't... yeah.
Should we? Do you want to know?
I do. I actually do. Oh my god. The laughing is making me nervous.
Oh, I didn't mean to like have an evil laugh.
I was like,
I'm just excited for you. Okay,
everyone in the chat also wants to know, and I want
everyone in the chat, like, are you ready? I don't see that you're very excited. Are you excited?
Come on, guys. Emily's not going to let us know if we don't get excited. So
you have
please.
To be so excited. Be excited, everyone.
Oh my god, I'm nervous now.
Everyone wants to know.
I know. Hold on. I'm double checking. I don't want to mess anything up. All right. So.
Do we do like a drum roll?
Even the smoke detector wants to know.
I know. Hold on. There's a drum roll. Let me do a drum roll. Is there a drum roll? There's acoustic music. That won't work. Hold on. Is there rock music? Okay.
I'll take it.
All right. So you're for some reason, okay, the match graphic's not going to come up, but so Denise, your official opponent, and I want the chat to give a lot of clapping and a lot of support. Your official opponent for August 12th is Shay Carmichael.
Ooh.
Okay.
So Shay Carmichael is... Oh, Veda, here, you want to break it down?
Yeah. I was going to say, Shay is someone who is newer to Mission Pro, but she's not also making her debut. She's been there for a little bit now and has been really, really impressive. And I have a feeling that she's going to want to make sure that she shows out in this match, because she is really, really trying to, climb the ranks of Mission Pro. So you're stepping in with someone who, like, is right on the edge of really breaking out, but she she's going to have to get a really definitive win, and that would be over you. So it's going to be up to you to stop that.
Okay.
Yeah, you heard it from Veda. So Shay Carmichael again, and she, you know, she kind of has some. Again, she's made her debut already, so she's gotten over those nerves a little bit. She's kind of gotten past like, she has experienced the Mission Pro fans before, so. You know, and she is, like, as Big Mike says, is hungry. Yeah. She's a very hungry competitor. She is this, you know, she's newer in the world of professional wrestling, just like you, but she is definitely, this last match that we saw her in, she definitely brought some fierceness and some experience as well. So what are your thoughts, Denise? Because really, that's a lot to take in. And so I want to know what you're thinking.
Well, I'm very excited that I'm gonna be step in the ring with someone that is also like new, because we both know that feeling of wanting it so badly, and I think that's what's gonna make this match so awesome, because it's like she wants to win, I want to win, we're both new here. Let's show who the better woman is at the end of the night, like you said. So I know she's not going down without a fight. I'm not going down without a fight. I promise you that match is gonna be worth the watch. Yes. Okay, I am ready. I am just as hungry, maybe a little hungrier, you know, not gonna lie. But I'm ready. I'm ready, and I'm excited, and it's what I've been working so hard for, to even get the opportunity to wrestle for Mission Pro. I told myself at the beginning of the year, I don't know how, but I'm gonna work so hard to just even get the opportunity to get to Mission Pro. And when Emily messaged me and I saw it, I was getting ready for a show, and I opened it and I legit started crying, because it was everything that I told myself that I didn't think it was going to be possible. Because last year I ended up having a freak accident and I broke my hand. I lost my job. It was just horrible. And I didn't think that I was going to be able to step in the ring again and continue this. Oh my God, continue this dream. And I told myself at the beginning of the year, it's like, I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to work so hard till I even get close. And so when I saw Emily's, oh God.
You're going to make me cry. Oh.
But this is what Mission Pro is all about. Like, it's just a collection of wrestlers who believe in the, no pun intended, mission of Mission Pro. And like, you know, it's just about elevating each other and pushing each other. And like, it seems to me, and this is like short conversation, you are exactly the type of just spirit that we want in Mission Pro. So yeah.
Yeah,
thank you, Emily, for reaching out.
Like everyone in the chat is saying your energy is just so real and so authentic, and your passion for the business is there. And I even see it now, just us sitting right here. And so you're going to bring that energy to Mission Pro, and that's what makes Mission Pro thrive, is the passion for the business, for telling amazing stories, for connecting with people, and for giving back. And like and working together as women in the industry. All those like gears work together to make it a very special place. And so as we bring in new people, we want people to shine. You got me. I'm not supposed to be all emotional. And so that is how, like, seeing people shine is what we do, why we do this, and what we live for, in this crazy world of wrestling. So we're so excited to have you. And Big Mike says, we feel the passion. The Mission Pro crowd will embrace you. And that is true. Like even wrestlers that, might be going against a Mission Pro favorite that have been there, they still embrace them. And that's what's special as well. I did want to bring up, R.A. Davis brings up a good point. So Shay Carmichael just faced Alejandra, and you have history with Alejandra. Yes. So do you think that's going to help you a little bit? Like knowing what, like kind of the moves, Shay, had against Alejandra? Like, you can like go back, watch some tape.
Oh, yes.
For sure.
You always study your opponents, right? Because you want to know who you're stepping in the ring with. So yes, that would help. Alejandra is so talented. Like I said, I was even lucky to step in the ring with her. Um, so I'm just ready for it. Like I said, I want to say thank you again, Emily, for the message. I promise I will not let you down. I promise that once I'm there, I'm gonna make you proud and everyone who's watching proud, and including myself, right? Because that's the number one person that you want to make yourself proud. So I just want to give you a big thank you, and God bless. Thank you again. Like, I can't even thank you enough. I'll bring you a cheesecake. That'll be my thank you when we get there. But I want to give a big thank you.
Cheesecake. Okay.
Cheesecake.
Well, we have another big question.
Well,
for
there is
you.
another
Everyone's
question.
pushing.
Veda, you gotta ask it.
All right. So this is the big question that all guests to Mission Pro get asked: Godzilla or King Kong?
Oh, am I gonna get bashed for this?
It depends on your answer.
All right. Oh my god, I can get hit. Okay, I'm just gonna say Godzilla. Sorry.
Yes, you're saved. You're
fine.
saved.
You're saved.
You're saved. You're on another show. You're good.
I watched the movie and everyone's like, no, Kong could have totally beaten Godzilla. And I was like, he was nice. He could have easily destroyed him at the end of the movie, but he did not.
All right. Well, Brian says you had a great answer. I love how you kind of went in depth into why. I love it.
Yes, you're definitely like on the fast track to becoming a Mission Pro favorite right now.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're.
And you haven't even wrestled for us yet.
Yeah, I think you're booked another year now. But we also have another important question, because I know you are from Laredo. There's lots of road trips involved, especially in wrestling. And I am a fan of Buc-ee's. I've never experienced Buc-ee's until I moved to Texas. And I fell in love with it. So I want to know, do you have a Buc-ee's? You have a Buc-ee's blanket. Yes. You have a Buc-ee's blanket, which is so cute. That's the summer, Easter, spring one, right?
Spring one, yeah.
Okay, so we have to know, because I think, I know I always have to stop at Buc-ee's on my way to San Antonio. What's your Buc-ee's snacks? Like, what do you grab?
Oh, we're putting this out online? Okay. Oh, exposing. Okay.
Everyone's answered. Everyone is answered.
Well, I'm trying to eat super healthy, and I do, right? But then there's a Buc-ee's. All right.
Exactly.
So obviously
it doesn't count.
It doesn't count. I get the Buc-ee's burgers, the pulled pork ones. I get like 2 to 3 of those. I get the Buc-ee nuggets, right? The little nuggets.
Beaver nuggets. Mm-hmm. Wait, the original, like the OG flavor, or some of the other flavors? Just
original. I'm an OG girl, and of course, because like Latina, I try to get like spicy stuff, so I get like either Flaming Hots or spicy Doritos or whatever they have that's spicy. And obviously, I'll get like a little merch. A little merch.
Did you get your Buc-ee's bathing suit yet? Because I was going to go and check out they have some new merch.
So on my stream, we call that the Buc-eeny. By the way.
I might or might not be planning a photo shoot with the Buc-eeny.
With the Buc-eeny, yes.
Yeah. Ooh. I'll bring the blanket for backup.
Bring the blanket, yeah.
I like that. I like that.
That's brilliant. I'm stealing that, Veda.
Yep. On my stream, it's the Buc-eeny.
That's amazing. Okay, so we got your Buc-ee snacks. What's like your go-to music playlist when you're either like going on a road trip or like you're like getting in the zone for your match, right? Like, what's gonna be your song you're gonna play heading out into that match against Shay Carmichael?
There's this girl, I can't remember her last name. I believe it's Lily, and her song is called Daydream. And it's basically what she says is like, when you're young, you say you want to be a rock star, you want to be all these crazy things, and everyone supports you. But then when you get to a certain age, people start calling you crazy. Like, oh, leave it. Go get your plan B. Like, go to college, get your plan B. But what she says is like, no, follow your dream. Like, if you're pursuing something, no matter how crazy it seems, you go for it. And so like I play it, and also my theme song, and I like just jam out before I go out. On the road trips, I like to listen to 90s and 2000 R&Bs because they're the best. music and also rock or anything. I listen to anything, but particularly 2090s R&Bs.
I like the answer of your own theme song though, because I feel like that's really good for just visualizing like how this is gonna go and getting yourself in that place and getting yourself in that mindset. Yeah.
I listen to it when I'm at the gym too.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I want to hit like that extra rep and when my body feels like giving out, I listen to my theme song and I'm like, nope, you're pushing for a reason. Like you have to get that rep.
And like right before you go out of the curtain, you get that burst of adrenaline. Like you know it. And I feel like your brain just responds to that song. Good answer.
Yeah.
Everyone's loving your answers. You're getting all the points.
You were getting like extra points for your answers. I mean, I love hearing like why people pick their entrance song or their, you know, and I loved your answer. Because I think music tells stories too, and it like gives emotion and emotes a response from an audience, whether it gets you excited or gets you kind of in the zone or focused. So I like how you really like thought about that and it's meaningful to you.
So over in the chat, Mongrovian Mike never wanted to waste an opportunity to dunk on Jasmine because she has not been very kind to our fans or anything.
She has not been
pointed
kind.
out that you are a little bit nicer than Jasmine, which again, that doesn't seem that hard. But now the wheels are turning, and I'm feeling like that's a match that we're gonna need to see down the line somewhere.
I think so. There's another question from Mongrovian Mike. So we have JP Harlow and this bad ref Boss Disdains and the Men's Revolution. They've been like causing havoc at Mission Pro. I'm sure you've seen they've like kind of messed up a bunch of shows, have been causing havoc in the women's locker room. And so
tried to win the tag titles.
They just have been pretty awful, causing trouble all over the place. And Mongrovian Mike, a very dedicated fan, wants to know what you think of this whole Men's Revolution thing and them trying to take over, you know, a women-run company.
Yeah. Well, I want to say that, you know, they can try and try and try, but at the end of the day, Mission Pro was for women to get their platform, and it's not fair for them to try to steal something that was made particularly for women for their shot. So I'm just gonna say, at the end of the day, it could be that all the women are just gonna team up, you know, and just beat them up. You know, I think that's what we should do to get rid of them. This is a platform for women and to embrace them. And I mean, we've seen every woman that steps in that ring is no joke. So I'm pretty sure they could take them on, right? You think so? Right?
Well, and like that started to happen, but they still don't go away. So I don't know. Maybe that needs to be up. Big Mike points out that Boss Disdains eats mild store-bought salsa. I wouldn't be surprised to find out it's actually ketchup. Honestly. Just saying. They're all the worst.
They're all the worst. They're like little pests. They won't go away. But yeah, we should
team up.
Go away.
We're on board with that.
We're on board with that for sure. So I also wanted to talk to you about, we have this like tag team division that's growing at Mission Pro Wrestling. We have the King Bees, we have Money Birds. We've had some incredible tag teams that have totally grown, have gone after the title. And front row knows where I'm going with this. If you could have a tag team partner that you either brought to Mission Pro or anyone you want to team up at Mission Pro, who would you want to be in a tag team with?
That's a good question. I would go with Alejandra.
I had a feeling. I was like, you know her on many levels, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. I think I would like to team up with her. Both fierce women.
Recently, she's been like especially fierce and doesn't seem to like have any friends. but I get the sense, well, like she's been like completely just a new level of intensity. But I get the feeling that if like you can get on Alejandra's good side, like that team could be pretty unstoppable. And you already mentioned how much you want to face Maddie. Well,
Yeah.
Maddie, of course, is one of the tag champs. So,
Yeah.
okay. Some of the
Yeah.
pieces are coming
just
together
think of
here.
it, like, you know, like me, Alejandra. Just
No, I think it would be like an incredible matchup. You would have so much fire and energy, the two of you in the ring. I would be afraid for every other tag team. Yeah. Front row is saying Denise. Oh, I like this pairing too. Denise and Emmy Camacho.
Oh,
I love Emmy. Love Emmy.
Okay.
I think that would be amazing too, because she's fast, very technical.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be the perfect mixed tag, like tag team. Just because for me, I'm more like power sense, right? Like I'm more the stronger one. She's the more like faster, technical. So I think if you have those two put together, that could actually make the better team. Because if she can't get something, then maybe I can, and if I can't, she will. So it's relying on one
similar
another.
Energy there. I think. I'm feeling. Okay,
I like that. Well, everyone is totally on board with you and Alejandra, but I think Emmy Camacho is an option too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. I'm like, ooh, who else? The options are out there. But do you also like have a dream match in your head? Because I know that everyone has like a bucket list, you know, of things that they want to accomplish as a wrestler, and it's always that dream match. Is there someone kind of on the independent scene that you really want to have a match with?
Ooh. Yes. Well, Maddie for sure was one of them. I seen Maddie when I also started.
Yeah.
So it'd be really nice to be able to wrestle her, because I saw her when I was still a fan. So I think it's like more of a sweet moment, like for me,
full circle.
Like
full circle moment.
Yeah, I believe her. I would like to wrestle her. It would be cool. I think for sure she's one of them. I don't know. I think it's just because I'm nervous. I'm going blank and I can't think of anybody right now.
Don't be nervous. We already cried. It's fine. We got past all that. And you said Godzilla, so we're good. And you love Buc-ee's. You like checked all the you checked all the
Buc-ee's is great.
Well, we definitely need to in August. We definitely need to. It's the countdown to my birthday that weekend, so we're gonna definitely have Buc-ee's. Yes. We're gonna bring all the snacks. We're gonna eat. I'm definitely a foodie, so we're definitely.
Is your birthday on August 12th?
It is not on August 12th. It is around there. So we're gonna. I celebrate all month, so that's what's gonna happen.
It's a birthday month. It's a birthday
month. But we are so excited to have you come to Mission Pro Wrestling. Your energy, you're just you're bringing this like new energy to Mission Pro. I know the fans are excited. And so everyone, if you want to see Denisse Dae in action, you can watch it on Title Match Network, or you can get tickets at missionprowrestling.com, and tickets are available front row, second row, VIP experiences are available. You could get a really cool photo op with the whole roster and all of the talent on the card, most of them, before the show. And that's really exciting. You get to meet them. And so that's part of that experience. So go get those VIP tickets. They're available. Denisse Dae, where can people follow you and purchase maybe online merchandise? Maybe before the show, they can bring it with them.
Yes, I do. My Instagram is official Denisse_Dae. And my merch is on Pro Wrestling Tees, Denisse Dae. So that's where you can find me. I love answering questions in case I wasn't able to answer any here. They're more than welcome to. I'm a very open person. I'm more of an open book. You ask me, I'll give you an answer. So but that's where you can find me.
Awesome. I love it. And if you want to sponsor Denisse Dae's either debut match or her Buc-ee's collection, you can email missionprowrestling@gmail.com, and you can support her on her Mission Pro debut. I know that she would love that and appreciate that. Thank you, Denise, for jumping on.
Yes.
No, thank you for having me.
So pumped.
Of
and now
course.
you have a little while to study up on Jay Carmichael, too.
Yeah. Got to watch that, study that tape.
Yep.
Right now, as soon as I'm gonna be like,
right now.
Right now.
Just right now.
Right now. Well, thank you, Denise, so much. And we can't wait to see you. And yeah, it's going to be amazing.
I can't wait to see you both in person. And again, thank you in person. Okay, because I know it's not going to do you justice, but in person, I will bring the cheesecake. So leave some room, leave room for cheesecake.
We'll leave room. We'll
leave room for cheesecake. And then we'll get Buc-ee's, right?
Yes.
Okay, Buc-ee's later.
Buc-ee's, cheesecake, watching Godzilla. Got it.
Got it. There you go. That's beautiful. I'll bring my Buc-ee's blanket. There you go. Movie night.
Yes! Sleepover! I think I made a new best friend.
Someone said, did Emily and Denise just become best friends? Someone said that in the chat.
Maybe.
And maybe.
Do you love horror films?
It depends on what type of horror.
Like
I'm like a classic horror film buff.
Like not the gross stuff.
Not the gross like I'm like the psycho Alfred Hitchcock
suspense type thriller.
Not the like super gutsy ones. I'm the the nervous that kind of.
They have you like at the edge of their seat because you don't know what's
and not just like the gross out stuff.
Yeah, I don't like the jump scares or the like the nasty fake blood. It's like
Emily will be under the Buc-ee's blanket for those.
Pretty much. You know me so well, Veda.
Yes, it was so nice to meet you, Denise. I'm so pumped for your debut. Everyone is extremely ready for it. And I think it's going to be really awesome.
It's going to be amazing. All right. Well, thank you, Denise. Everyone go follow Denise. Support her before we see her in the ring on August 12th.
Yes.
Thank you, Denise.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my goodness.
She's so fun.
She is so fun. That is the dream catcher, everyone.
Yes.
Denisse Dae. She's fantastic. I made a new best friend. And
we got Monrovian Mike is just naming awesome horror movies of that genre of like suspense and like Creepshow. I love because it's a little funny too. It's kind of campy. Yeah.
I do like the campy movies, like Shaun of the Dead's like kind of campy. And
I don't go for the like the really gory gross out stuff. That's really popular right now and I don't like it.
Yeah. Like the whole chainsaw blood everywhere.
Which is funny because I love deathmatch wrestling, which is like real gore and blood.
I know.
But no, can't do it.
Big Mike said, now we are just interfering on a three-way call.
But that's why we love this podcast, because we just get to hang out with everybody.
We just get to hang out. I love it.
Yeah. So y'all, are you not so excited for Denise?
I am so excited for her.
She's amazing.
That was so an emotional moment for her. And I didn't, and that's like, I don't realize it when like we're in the throes of like, the coordination of a show and producing of a show. You don't realize how impactful that one little message can have on someone. I mean, we've all received those messages of like, hey, do you want to be a part of this? And you're like, holy moly, yes, of course. And so I'm just happy I can like be a small, tiny part of that,
Yeah, and I can't wait for her to experience Mission Pro live and in person because like
it's an experience.
That's going to be a moment for her. And
it will be a moment. Yeah, I'm so excited for her. So if you all want to support her, go follow her on social media. Follow Mission Pro Wrestling on all of our social platforms.
I think she's still up for a sponsorship too.
She is up for a sponsorship, so I hope that when we get off, we have an email to help support Denise. And remember, follow, like, subscribe the YouTube channel for Mission Pro. We did have the Cio Nieves and MJ Santana match on our YouTube channel. It debuted yesterday. So if you want to go back and watch True Colors, we're going to be debuting a match every week on our Mission Pro Monday match exclusives. And then Thursday, we have Mission Pro Unmatched at 9 p.m. Central. You don't want to miss that. And we have tons of content coming out. And as a reminder, as a sponsor, you get some amazing perks. And the only email, we're going to post about this, but the only email that you would be receiving correspondence from is missionprowrestling@gmail.com.
Okay.
So as a reminder, that's the only email that you would be receiving information from. And if you have questions, there's numbers available. So you can call, some of the Mission Pro team and make sure that all the correspondence is correct and accurate. We'll be posting more about this, but just I know there's lots of sponsors in the chat, so I just want to make sure that you all are aware.
Yes.
So again, thank you all so much for your support, and remember, join us every Tuesday for On a Mission at 9 p.m. Central. We're going to be having another special guest next week, which we will announce. You can follow me on social platforms at Emily Mae and Veda. Where can people follow you?
I am at It's Veda Time. I put everything on my Twitter first, so just check me out there. And that's also where I put all the shows that I'm going to be, doing, announcing, or sometimes wrestling. I wrestled a couple times. I wrestled like 4 times last week, weirdly. But yeah, so it's all on there. So please check that out.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you all so much. Have a great evening, and thank you all for watching On a Mission.
Bye.